Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to another episode here on True Confessions, Naija. The story you're about to listen to comes from a message I received from one of our sisters, and it reads like this. Good morning, Uncle Ori. Hello, everyone. My name? Well, I'll keep that part to myself. Let's just say I'm a Namibian woman, and today I'm here to tell you something that I've never told anyone in my life, except one person. But today, I'm sharing it with the whole world because I need help, desperate help. If you are listening to this right now, I want you to know my story is not for the faint of heart. It's full of love, betrayal, charms, and things I'm not even proud to say out loud, but here I am. I grew up in Namibia, and from the time I was young, people always told me I was beautiful. Not just ordinary beautiful, the type of beauty that makes people stop and stare. But beauty doesn't put food on the table. Beauty doesn't pay your rent. Beauty doesn't change your life unless you know how to use it. When I turned 21, I was working as an assistant in a small cafe in Windhoek. The pay was small, the hours were long, and every night I went to bed asking myself, is this all life has for me? I wanted more, much more. That's when I met her, the woman who would change my life forever. She was Zimbabwean, older than me by a few years, and she carried herself like someone who owned the world. Her clothes, her jewelry, the way she spoke, everything about her screamed success, and I wanted to be like her. One slow afternoon at work, we started talking. That was when she leaned in and told me something that stuck in my head. If you want to make real money, date men who already have it. Rich men, powerful men, white men if possible. They pay better and they open doors you could never imagine. I laughed at first, but she was dead serious. Then she told me her own story, how she worked as a maid for a wealthy farmer's wife in South Africa. What the wife didn't know was that she was also sleeping with her husband, and he wasn't just giving her money, he had bought her land back in Zimbabwe, a car, and even built a small house. I was shocked, and then curious. She told me her secrets. Charms, powerful charms that could make a man's heart burn for you like you're the only woman alive. She promised me that if I use them, I'll never worry about money again. A few weeks later, she gave me some of her charms, small bottles of herbs and powders wrapped in a red cloth, tied with black string. She said, use this carefully. It can give you everything you want or take everything from you. And you know what? They worked. That's how I met him. The white man I'm talking about today. He was older, maybe in his 50s, with money that seemed endless. He wasn't exactly handsome, but he had the kind of bank account that could make any woman look past wrinkles and a belly. The charms worked like magic. He couldn't stop calling me, couldn't stop seeing me, but there was a problem. He was stingy, painfully stingy. He would take me to expensive places, but when I needed money for my own things, he would give excuses. Oh, I just sent money to my family. I'm waiting for a payment to clear. I'll sort you out next week. Next week never came. I complained to my Zimbabwean friend. She told me maybe I wasn't using the chance properly. She even took me to a prophet in a white garment church. But the prophet, he tried to take advantage of me and never went back. I was losing hope until I remembered something from my childhood, a traditional healer my family once used. When I was younger, my uncle, my father's elder brother, had a strange illness. Out of nowhere, he would run mad, disappearing for days into the bush. We would search for him like he was a missing child. My father feared one day we would find his body instead of him alive. That's when my father went to this healer, and I'll never forget what happened. Within days, my uncle came back home. The healer kept him for months, feeding him herbs, giving him baits in strange mixtures. By the time he came back, it was like he was a new man. He didn't even remember thinking we were strangers. If that healer could bring my uncle back to his senses, I thought maybe he could make my man love me enough to give me everything I wanted. So I traveled to Katutura to see him. I told him I wanted this man to not just love me, but to worship me, to treat me like a goddess. He nodded slowly and said, "It can be done, but it must be maintained forever." He gave me charms that I had to refresh every 8 days. That meant traveling back to him constantly. At first I did it, and it worked. My man was softer, more generous, but after months, I grew tired. I wanted something permanent. That's when the healer told me there was a way, but it requires something stronger, something darker. He told me to bring a black cat. When I brought it, he tied it up and handed me a knife. He told me I had to stab it slowly, in places where it wouldn't die immediately. I won't lie, the screams still haunt me. I felt sick, but I did it. When the cat finally died, he skinned it in front of me. Then he cooked it. He told me to eat some and keep the rest for a special meal I'll cook for my man. A week later, when his wife wasn't home, I cooked for him using the meat from that cat. After that day, everything changed. Money flowed like water. He was sending me large amounts without me even asking. Gifts, clothes, trips. I finally felt like I was living the life I had always dreamt of. But happiness never lasts forever. Now he's in Germany visiting his relatives, and out of nowhere, he stopped talking to me. No calls, no messages, nothing. And here's the truth. I need him to start talking to me again. I need his money. I can't go back to my old life. I'm willing to travel anywhere, do anything. If someone out there can help me bring him back under my control. I'm not proud of what I've done. I'm not proud of the charms, the cats, or the lies, but I'm desperate. Dear listeners, this is my confession. Judge me if you want, but until you have been in a place where survival means making choices that keep you awake at night, you will never understand. If there's anyone out there, any real healer who can help me, I'm ready. Because love may fade, but money is survival. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my story. I'll be reading your thoughts and feedback in the comments. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our sisters. Let's try to talk to her in the comment section. Things they really happen for this our world. Now wow.